Everybody, we are having our meeting tonight, the planning department, and, wait, is this my agenda?
No, this is the agenda, Madam Chairman.
Oh, okay, thank you, Brian. Okay, Merrillville Plan Commission meeting Tuesday, January 20th, 2026, approximately 6:33. Is there any old business, board members?
Oh,
No. You gotta do it's not old business, it's just a misprint there.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
misprint?
just go to the pledge and the roll call and
Oh,
all
okay,
that first.
well, what
please.
about the new business?
That'll be down here.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, she
Sure.
put it up at the top.
Okay, we will call the meeting to order at this time. Let's stand and do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Okay, calling the meeting to order now with the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Secretary, Chris Mellon, please take the roll call vote.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Gong.
Present.
Mr. Swike.
Here.
Ms. Chandler Felton is absent. Mr. Pettit.
here.
I myself am here. Vice President Daring
Here?
and Madam Chairman.
Here, thank you.
That's six. We have a quorum.
Madam
Okay.
President, I just got a text from Counselor Chandler Felton. She said she's not going to be able to make it tonight. She had some family things to take care of.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Sean. Well, we know for sure she's not coming in then, so let's continue on with the meeting. We will have our election of our officers for the Plan Commission. We will continue. Are there any nominations on the floor?
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Marge Uzelak as the chairman of the Plan Commission.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Yes, I second the motion.
Thank you. Okay, there's been a motion on the floor to nominate me by Chris Mellon, our secretary at the present time, and Mr. Jeff Swike. Okay, do we have to take a roll call vote, Mr. Attorney?
Yes.
Okay, at this time, we will take a roll call vote. Please call all of the members for their vote.
Mr. Gong.
Yes, I vote for the motion.
Mr. Swike.
Yes.
Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Vice President Daring
Yes?
and Madam Chairman.
Yes,
Six yeses.
how many votes is that?
6 out of 7.
Okay, we have 6 votes in favor of that motion with 1 absent. Thank you. Let's continue on with the election. For the secretary, I nominate Chris Mellon.
Madam President, I don't know that you can nominate as the chair.
Oh,
That's right. We'll nominate.
you're right.
Your presiding
Okay.
Nominate
officer.
Chris Mellon.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Brian has nominated Chris Mellon. Could we have a second?
I second the motion.
And Jeff Swike has seconded the motion. Take the roll call vote, please, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Gong.
Yes.
Mr. Swike.
Yes.
Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Vice President Daring
Yes?
and Madam Chairman.
Yes.
That's 6 yeses, 1 absent.
Okay, so the motion is passed to nominate Chris Mellon for the secretary with 1 absent, the rest yes. Thank you. Okay, did everybody read?
Nope.
Vice President.
Vice President.
Yes, I'm so sorry. We need a vice president. Could I
Correct.
have a nomination on the floor for vice president?
I nominate Brian Daring.
I'll second.
Thank you. Okay, will you please take the roll call vote on that?
Mr. Gong.
Yes.
Mr. Swike.
Yes.
Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Mr. Vice President Daring.
Yes.
Madam Chairman Uzelak.
Yes.
That's 6 yeses with 1 absent.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Okay, so Brian is our present vice president at this time, and thank you, and all the votes are for Brian. Thank you. Okay, I guess we did all the election, correct? We don't have any other
Nope.
things to elect?
No.
We don't have to do anything with those engineers?
You can send us home.
Hey now.
Okay, I guess you guys are here to stay then, all right? Okay, we will continue on with the agenda. The minutes of December 16th, 25, if everybody read them, can I have a motion?
So
to
moved.
approve? Motion
Second.
on the floor by Sean Pettit, a second by Vice President Ryan.
That can be a vote by acclamation, all those in favor.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? No. I'm not saying no, there are no no's. Okay, thank you. It looks like the minutes of December 16th have been approved. Do we have any communications? None? Okay, I will continue on. I have no comments tonight. I will continue on with the agenda. Item 1, P1PS1-0126, Merrillville Development, the second, Merrillville Development second, I believe.
Or two.
Two.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, LLC, owner, and Costco Wholesale Corporation owner, located at 1420 East 79th Avenue and 1500 East 79th Avenue. Preliminary one-lot subdivision approval on 1.968 acres in a planned unit development, C3 Highway Commercial Zoning District. That was the request. The purpose is to allow a Costco employee parking lot. Is anybody here from Costco?
Madam Chairperson, the petitioner has asked to be deferred.
He wants to be deferred?
Yes,
Oh, we already had a workshop on it too.
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
We
when-
need to get more information on this, and so he could not appear this evening, so he is asked to be deferred.
Okay,
Madam President, since this is in my ward, this is going to be my recommendation to the Plan Commission and the council. Sheila and I and Joe have talked about this, Ricardo. I had asked for an indemnification, and Costco's not willing to indemnify the town if something happens with someone crossing 79th Avenue. I talked to their senior real estate manager, Mike, I believe it's pronounced Satardis. The other issue that the Plan Commission needs to be aware of, and Chris might know about this, is they were granted a use variance for a parking lot in the C3, correct?
Yes.
That's got to come to you and I, Margie and Leona.
okay,
If they don't indemnify us, I'm not supporting this project.
I
It's
understand.
that simple. So
It's your
what
ward.
we need to do, as I told Sheila and Ricardo, this is me playing drugstore lawyer. I think the council needs to talk about this in a workshop, which unfortunately I won't be there tomorrow night, Margie. Talk about this project in a workshop, decide if we're going to grant the use variance, because the one-lot subdivision means absolutely nothing if the council turns down the use variance. We've got to give them the use variance first, and then come back and do the one-lot subdivision. So I'm going to make a motion that we accept the deferral indefinitely. I'm not going to put 30 days on it, Ricardo. This is an indefinite table or deferral, however you want to phrase it, until I'm sorry, I just can't. You know, he gave me an example, which is a little bit, in my mind, again, this is what I get upset with, Margie, and you and I have been doing this a long time. These people, the developers come in and they ask for my vote or your vote or our support, and when I tell you one simple thing, you can't do it. Well, that's too bad. That's how it's going to be done, because I'm not going to jeopardize the town into a lawsuit that we approve this parking lot and one of their employees walks across 79th and gets hit. They're suing Costco and they're suing us because we
Right.
gave them the approval. Well, how'd the parking lot get there? Well, the town of Merrillville let me build the parking lot. So who's on the hook, Ricardo?
We are, excuse me.
At least for litigation fees, I don't know
Yeah.
whether or not the ultimate.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a big ask, I'm sorry. It's just, we had a further conversation, so you guys, full disclosure, he said, well, maybe we could, in 2 or 3 years, move the gas pumps over to this lot and put the parking where well, why don't you do that now? My esteemed colleague, Mr. King, says, because they want this now, which is absolutely true. They want this parking lot done now this year, and they're not listening to us, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna do to our relationship with Costco. I don't wanna jeopardize it but listen to what, you come in and ask what it takes to get something done,
Right.
And again, and when we tell you something with the advice of our street department and our legal counsel, Joe said the same thing, Ricardo. He said, you know, you're not out of bounds in asking for an indemnification from them, so.
Before you make the motion, Sean, let me ask Ricardo something. Can we, since he's asked for a deferral, it is within our purview, we could make a motion to table indefinitely until all questions and the use variance is granted or denied.
Oh, absolutely. I think it sounds like this is largely a business, and you hit on it. Sean, I think that the business relationship between the town and Costco is something that's lurking underneath this. But as far from a legal perspective,
Right.
it's certainly within the purview of this commission to table the issue.
Well, and,
Well, and
you know,
that-
the other thing is, you know, as we heard at the workshop 2 weeks ago, you know, they went to the other places to try and lease space. You know, they don't want to wait, they don't want to go through what it needs to be done to put the parking lot on the north side and take away some of that wetland from the retention pond and expand that
Which they
parking
could do.
over there, which they could do. You know, again, we gotta have this done now. Well, what are we getting out of it, Costco? What are you doing for the town of Merrillville?
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know, you know, I go to Costco, I'm not a member of Costco, but I go over to that plaza. And I stopped over there just the other day to get the lay of the land itself. And of course, there's the old warehouse there, there's the old house that was the pool shop.
store.
There's a gravity feed gas tank up back there. I was looking at it from the perspective of ingress and egress, you know, and I've got a lot of questions about that. Just for the cars. I mean, it's one thing also, you hit the nail on the head, people walking across the street. And this was on, what day did I go over there? This was on last Thursday. And I pulled in and turned around at American Sale and came back out and parked there at the street in between the car dealership and the vacant property. And I had a tough time getting out of there, and there weren't that many cars in Costco's lot. They've got 750 spaces. Now, I know at the holidays, at peak times, they're busy, they're jam-packed. But I think to vote for a one-lot subdivision before we work out these other issues is putting the cart way before the horse.
Right.
They would have recourse to come back and say, well, you gave us the one lot, why would you do that and turn us down? You know, I see potential problems there.
You know, the one
hawk
thing he
signal
told me
could
on the
work.
phone, members, he said, well, Sean, you know, you didn't have Culver's indemnify. What if somebody's walking across the street from Culver's, they cross 79th going to Lowe's and get hit? Well, the
Nobody
chances of
parks at Lowe's and
someone
goes to
leaving Culver's
Yeah.
to walk over to Lowe's is slim and none, and slim left town.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, it doesn't,
I
that
have-
argument doesn't hold water, Mike. It just doesn't.
No.
This use is being generated by us through the use variance to accommodate your parking for your employees to go across that street.
Well, I'm sorry, Chris, go
No, I
ahead.
was saying, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem with employees
Crossing the
that
street.
are walking across the street. Like you said, the odds of them walking from Culver across the street is very slim to none. These people have to walk across the street.
Well-
There's no way around
Well,
it.
and
Well,
what-
gentlemen, I'm a prime example.
Well,
We talked
yeah,
about it
You were
at
hitting
the
the parking
workshop.
lot.
yeah.
When I got hit by a car, there was a lot of traffic, a big parking lot, and nobody would have expected that. But it happened, and it could happen again. I agree with Sean and Brian both. I had questions when the gentleman was here from Costco, if you all could remember. But I think it should be deferred, like Sean said, and Brian agreed. And I think all of us are on the same page.
Well, and the fact that you're now getting calls from the property manager, not the gentleman that was here, reminds me of when a restaurant on Route 30 tried to stick their hands in a developer's pocket on a vacant piece of property they owned and that was landlocked, and for a drainage easement, and it was an unusable piece of land. These property managers, their mandate is to make the most out of everything. The other question I have, when you do take this to committee, is the signs on that land say land for lease, not land for sale. So are they leasing this property and they're gonna build this up, or are they gonna, and then if it doesn't work out, they bail on it?
They
And we-
had a letter to.
Well, no.
They had a letter.
I don't know. I just saw that the other day.
They had a letter of intent to buy it. That was the purpose of doing simultaneously the one lot subdivision and going before to meet the deadline.
Right.
But he had to go back and extend the deadline because of this.
I think he's gonna have to extend it again if we all are in agreement and vote to table this.
Well, and two, if he wants, you talk about moving the, he did say eventually, possibly moving the gas pumps, but that property ain't gonna support it. Where's he gonna move the pumps to?
Yeah.
Which is another issue with taking pumps out and then reinserting pumps.
Yeah, I mean, look at, look at all the space they got now, they're on the, on that west end of their property with the pumps. There's massive lines already, there's no way that lot
Well,
will
and-
work that.
Our parking standards are as such that, it's the most dramatic or drastic scenario. And even, Brian, you alluded to it, Christmas time, starting Thanksgiving till maybe now.
Yep.
But from now until maybe October 1st,
4th of
weekends,
July,
I've seen
yeah,
the weekends. I mean, that's,
yeah.
I drive that corridor, we've all driven that corridor on Saturdays and Sundays. That's when they're there. You go out there right now, and that parking lot is probably 25% full.
Yeah.
Now, we have a means, which I'm going to reach out to a colleague who is a drone pilot, and let's see how full your parking lot is on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's send a drone over the top
Yep.
and get some video and see, how does this thing look? Do you really need this parking lot?
Well, and we put some fairly stiff provisions when we approved the cookie joint in front of Lowe's. On their parking, their ingress and egress. Why would not, and so to show that we're not playing favorites, we put those heavy provisions on them. We are giving them equal treatment. This isn't like we're singling them out. I think it's just not a good fit under the auspices that we're dealing with now, especially the indemnification clause. Yes, they can put a hawk signal up, big red flashing light. It'll stop people when they press the button. But people blow stop signs and stoplights every single day.
Yep.
And we've got to protect the town.
Well, are we ready to make a
Yep.
motion on deferring this?
I would make a motion to table
Okay,
indefinitely
indefinite.
until all other issues are addressed.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor by Brian to table it indefinitely till all other issues are settled, and a second by Sean Pettit.
We ready?
Roll call vote. Yeah.
Roll call.
Okay.
Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Kong?
I'm in favor of the motion.
Okay. Mr. Schweik?
Yes.
Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Vice President Daring?
Yes.
Madam Chairman?
Yes,
That's 6 yeses.
so the motion passes with 6 yeses, and we will wait to see when they come back on the agenda indefinitely.
Yep.
Okay?
What I would recommend, Madam President, is Sheila, probably get with Michael and Rick, because I know the agenda, again, I'm gonna be out of town first thing tomorrow morning. See what these guys say. See when Rick wants to have the council hear the use variance. Probably in a workshop if we're not sure where we wanna go with this, so you may wanna visit with Rick and Michael.
Okay.
Okay, so the motion's been passed on the floor, and we are waiting indefinitely for Costco parking. Any other questions on this issue? None? Thank you. And we have 2 people in the audience. Are you here for a certain plan or something? Pick up the what? The leaves? I can't see anybody picking them up now, they're buried in the snow.
Yeah, but Plan
I
Commission
have leaves that
doesn't have
have
anything to
blown
do with
over
that.
by me from other yards.
Yep.
And there is a pile of snow with the leaves.
Yeah.
So they did have a leaf pickup, and they advertised it in the Merrillville News, and they wanted the leaves out there to pick up, and Steve, what day did that end?
We got 10 inches of, we got 10 inches of snow. Okay, November 1st, we were in leaf vac season. We got caught with our pants down, okay, because we were leaf vacking and weren't prepared for the snow. So we switched everything over to the snow. We had a couple warm days, not many. Right now, we won't be back until April unless if it warms up, we're watching the weather. So we're watching the weather. If it warms up and we get a window in there where we can pick up leaves, we will. But for the foreseeable future, with the weather and the frozen leaves, we won't be able to.
And there's supposed to be a big Arctic blast.
And I understand what you're saying. I have a corner lot, and my leaves are from me to you. They were 2.5 foot high. I'm gonna wait till April. There's nothing I
Well,
can
we've
do.
had a lot of wind
Yeah.
too with this
Yeah.
whole
The wind
weather.
has been,
Mine are like
And the wind
frozen to
has
my,
been
to
so
my
severe.
parkway.
Yeah?
I think I have 10,000 leaves in my yard now, but I will wait for whatever
Unfortunate
Steve
weather.
said.
Yeah.
Better weather, and maybe by spring, huh?
We did, we picked up twice. We just didn't get the third round because we had all the snow and we had to switch over, so.
Well,
we did
does
pick
that
up 2 of the
answer
3
your
times, so.
question? Pardon, I didn't.
Why is your grass gonna die? What? But in the wintertime, when everything's frozen, your grass goes dormant. It doesn't die, it goes dormant. So your grass will come back.
Yes.
It doesn't die, it goes dormant.
Okay.
Okay, it's a pond right behind my house. Nobody knows who it belongs to, but it's been cut once, and I've been at 32 years, once.
Do we know who owns that pond, Steve?
That's a
The
Matt Lake
big
question. I have no
problem
idea.
is historically in Merrillville, going back to 71, Merrillville owns just a handful of ponds around the town. Most of the ponds were owned by the original developers. I've got one right across the street from me. That was turned over, in those days, they didn't have really homeowners associations. Now they're turned over to the homeowners association to maintain. Those ponds, and we've had some big problems on those ponds, but the ponds, unfortunately, when the developers sold the properties, when those homes were first built, it was written into the closing documents, and I know they're this deep, but somewhere in those closing documents, if it's not a town pond, every person that buys a house there says, yes, we are part of this and we will maintain that pond. We went through a multi-million-dollar lawsuit with one group of homeowners, and unfortunately, it was shown to them, here's your closing documents. Well, they didn't tell us that. Well, you need to talk to the closing agency and the people that sold you the house. Because and this has been my pet peeve with ponds in Merrillville ever since, is that the first generation owners know these things. The second, third, fourth, fifth generation owners, 50 years later, they gloss over it. And so I'm sure that Steve could find out if it's a town pond or it's
Matt Lake can do that.
Pardon me?
That's
Oh,
Matt.
Matt Lake, I'm sorry,
That's Matt's thing.
that's for stormwater. Do you know where the stormwater office is on
Sheila-
Broadway? Just north of here?
Well, tenacious Matt Lake will
Yep.
get out there.
And Matt knows, he's got a map and he
He's
knows
good.
who owns
I call
which
him all the
ponds.
time, I know.
Yep. So Matt Lake is the director of Merrillville Stormwater, and he can say definitively, yes, this is a Merrillville pond. We will maintain it, starting when the weather breaks, and then he would get with Steve or whoever. And, but if it's a privately owned pond, then you and each of your neighbors are responsible for that
Well,
pond,
for example.
unfortunately.
Excuse me, for example, Bonnier Lake, originally named Lake Eliza, I believe?
Lake Eliza.
Yes. Okay, the homeowners were complaining about that, holding leaves, not holding the fish, they had fish in there. So the town of Merrillville, that is the stormwater, tried to sell it to the county, and the county did not want it. So most of the homeowners, along with Matt Lake, are keeping up the work on this pond. So I don't know if yours is in the same predicament, but Matt Lake, the fellow we're talking about, he would know. And if he could do something, I guarantee you he'll be there.
Down the street here on Broadway.
Well, they don't have to go there, give her the phone
They
door.
can go on to the town website.
Yeah.
Give
And
her
find it
the
on the town
phone.
website, yeah,
Yeah, it's on the website.
yep,
Yeah, well, I think it'd be easier for them to call.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just give him a call and they'll help you, and Steve will have the number for you.
Yeah, I'll write it down.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, and Matt will respond. I mean, Matt's a great guy. You'll like working with him.
Definitely. Okay.
Did you have any other questions, folks? Okay,
Okay.
all right, well, that's
Motion to
it.
adjourn.
Well,
Second?
we have a motion to adjourn the meeting and a second by Brian. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.